Hello, hello, my friends. Welcome in. Welcome back. It is Dion at the Blushing Mint. Thank you guys for being here today. As you can tell, it is time for another hashtag TBM 2025 weekly challenge video. My friends, I don't know where time goes, but we are ready to do week 25 this week. So we are prepared for week 25. And our prompts this week are secrets and cluster. Secrets and cluster. So those are the prompts that we have to work with today. As always, if you are following along on any social media outlets, etc., please make sure you're using the hashtag TBM 2025 weekly challenge so that I may find you when I go searching about on social media. It's also here as well. So anyway, friends, I hope you are doing great. I hope everything is going fantastic. Guess what today is? Today is Father's Day, friends. Today is Father's Day. So if your dad is around and you still have the opportunity to spend time with him, I hope today you are taking time to celebrate all the dads that you know. So, anywho, let's do this. Secrets and cluster. This is my little chunky chunk that I have here so far. Front cover, moving through it here. She's just a little chunk. She's just a little chunk. All those extra embellishments in there. But I think she's fabulous. And we're about to turn the page to start over to the back. So this is great fun. So we have 25 and week 26, and then we'll move over as needed. So, first things first, as always, she's just chunky. She's just chunky. I need to cover my, background. And I found this random scrap of paper, and it is all sayings about friends. Like great minds think alike. Love was always bestowed as a gift. Friendship lightens every burden and makes the sunshine brighter. So it's all sorts of sayings about friends. And so I wanted to go ahead and use this. I'm just going to lightly ink these edges, not because I need to, friends, but because it's me, and that's just the way I operate. I think I've got scorched timber because that's what's on the top of my pile, okay? That's how this life with me works. Whatever is at hand is what I'm working with here, friends. Then I'm just going to take glue stick. Let's find a glue page just in case. I don't enjoy scraping glue off my desk. I don't. It's not my favorite thing. So let's take a glue stick here. I'm just going to dab a little glue in here and drop that down. Not because I have to, just because I did. And then we'll just add a little glue here, making sure to get right on those edges nicely. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. Comment below and let me know what you're doing for Father's Day. Today is Thursday, June 12th. So of course I'm filming ahead because, friends, that's the life I lead. I have to do what I have to do when I have the time to do it. So that's what's happening. So today is Thursday. I've been in town the last couple days. I had to take my dog, my beautiful boy. He got groomed on Tuesday, and then I had a coffee date yesterday for a couple hours, and it turned into, I got home at like 4:30. That was at like 11:30. I went to town at like 10:30, and I didn't get home until 4:30. I'm here to tell you, I went to the grocery store. I love visiting with my friend. That is awesome. And then I made the mistake of thinking that I could go to the grocery store afterwards. And I ran into people that I know. Now, mind you, I don't know very many people in Livingston, Montana. Okay, let me just make that real, because I don't socialize here. This is not a place where I go to socialize. I know a handful of people, and I keep my people pretty close, and that's pretty much it. But I went to the grocery store, and I ran into a couple people, and my 7 items I needed at the grocery store turned into over 45 minutes. I was so overstimulated, and it was so busy, and I just wanted to come home and have a Xanax and a nap. Yeah, it was rough. So I have been in town for the last couple days, and so today I'm like, I need to get my videos done. Okay, so I inked my edge here. Now, Secrets was, it wasn't so much a challenge, really. I mean, this whole page, I don't know how inspired it's going to be. But I was trying to come up with secrets. I'm not big on secrets. One thing about me, you can tell me a secret and I'm going to my grave with it. That's just how I roll. But very seldom, I don't share secrets really. Even I don't hold secrets of my own. I will hold everybody else's secrets until the day I freaking die, and then beyond the grave, and I don't care if you burn me or whatever. It's not coming out. That's just not how I roll. Secrets is I don't know, but I found this quote, and it says, "The secret, Alice, is to surround yourself with people who make your heart smile. It's then, only then, that you'll find Wonderland." And I was like, oh my God, I love that. I so love that, because I do think that who you surround yourself with makes a huge difference in so much about your life and your happiness and just where you go in life and whatnot. So I thought this was just a super awesome quote. So I loved that. I loved that about secrets. It's a secret, but the secret, it says. And so I love that. I also found a charm that says believe. And I believe that you need to believe this with all your heart. I believe that wholeheartedly, believe. So I have that. I have my little bold pen. And then I found a couple, because clusters, guys, cluster is part of our prompt. And so I have to decide, that's the thing with this, I have to decide how I want to do clusters. Do I want to do cluster on the page? Do I want to do cluster over here? But I found a couple fabric ruffles that my mom made me that I just love. This one here in particularly, I just absolutely love this ruffle. This ruffle is beautiful to me. And now my ruffle is going to come off this side because this page flips up like this. I have to remember that after my debacle over here. But I love this ruffle, and I thought, ooh, I could do a cluster of things off over here, or I could do a cluster across the bottom here somehow. So I'm not quite sure. But I think I found this ruffle. I found a green ruffle. What did I do with the green ruffle? Is it in here? Yeah. I have this ruffle, and I had this ruffle. I got a lot of text going on here. So I'm kind of leaning away from this one, and I think I'm going to lean into this one. That's what I'm going to do, okay? Focus, Dion. Just focus. It's hard sometimes, friends. It's hard. So then I found I want to mat my words here because it's just boring. Even though it looks just fine on the white page, I just feel like it needs something else. So I went through my scrap bin and I found some papers that were near the top that I really liked. this one still pops to me. And yep, I still like that one. And then I also found this one. I actually think I'm going to go with this. It also has, I also have the option of this on the back. Oh, duh. Oh, friends, holler, scream out loud. Which do we prefer? Now that I look at it, I actually think I need to do this. I think that's fab. Okay, so I need to cut this down, and I'm going to cut it right about where those words start-ish. Like so. Oh, I knew my daughter was going to call me because it was lunchtime. Hang on, friends. Okay, friends, I talked to my daughter for, 45 minutes or whatever, however long it was, and I didn't do anything. I was so tempted to just keep going, and then I was like, oh God, I can't because I'm filming. And so anyway, I did figure out what I wanted to do, and I played in some labels here, and I also cut out my ruffle. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually put my ruffle on first. I know that's kind of ass backwards, but this is what I think I need to do, is I need to put my ruffle on first, because then I will know how my little cluster at the bottom needs to fit in here. So that was my thinking about that particular thing. And of course, when I do this, I use Fabri-Tac because I'm a firm believer that if fabric touches paper, it should be with Fabri-Tac. Even though this is just for me, I want to make sure that things hold. I don't want things coming apart, and especially if it's a project that I'm selling or I'm giving away or something of that nature, I don't want it to fall apart. So fabric equals Fabri-Tac. That's my rule. If it is fabric or lace or something of that nature, it gets Fabri-Tac. I know people use other mediums. Not me, not this girl. I just don't have the trust. I don't have the trust. I have faith in Fabri-Tac. It has not failed me, so I'm going with it. So pretty. So pretty. I love that. Okay, anyway, I have no idea what that voice was. Good God in heaven, girl. Okay. Next. Listen. Listen, Linda. Don't be for squirting out the Fabri-Tac. And I can't get the... Oh, there it is. Sorry. Had to get the lid unscrewed. That was rough. That was rough. It was on there like its little heart had no choice but to be on there. Okay. Sorry, friends. Just had to do that. Okay. Fabri-Tac. Did that. Here, like that. Now, the next thing I need to do is I'm going to actually do my cluster. And maybe ink some of my pieces. Now, these pieces are, I truly believe, mostly pieces that Maybeth fussy cut for me and gifted me. This is another piece of the backing from this. And I'm just going to ink it up. It was the little leftover piece, and I thought, well, that'll tie that all together. Now, how do I want it? Do I want it like this, and like this, And then like this. I chose red. I wanted to add a little extra color in here maybe. So I grabbed some red labels. And I like that pop because when I put my little coppery charm on here, that's going to pull that red a little bit more. And this was really a major neutral page, which is fine. I mean, I have lots of colors elsewhere, and I don't know what next week is going to bring. I mean, I do, but I haven't looked at it, and I haven't put any thought into it. But yeah, so I thought just a little bit of a pop of color could be good. Something about like yay is what I'm thinking. So let's go ahead, and the first thing we need to do is let's put down these green ones. Maybe we'll use Fabri-Tac just because I have it out and it seems to want to be leaking anyway, and it gives me move time a little bit better than other glues if I need to like position or place something differently. So let's do that. Yeah, that's right. And then I chose this. This is like a piece of a library card, but I loved how it says keep and do not. And, you know, that's like a rule with like secrets. Even though this is more about a secret to life versus keeping a secret, etc. But, you know, I mean, it all kind of fits the vibe. In my brain, friends, in my brain, as my brain chooses to or to not function, that made sense to my brain. So like, keep the secret. Do not share. Do not share the secret, friends. And then I want this one over here, like this. And this one I chose because it says like letter and post, and you know, sometimes you might write a secret in a letter. I mean, why would you do that? You don't want your secrets to be written down, friends. Use your brains. Don't do that. Somebody will find it. It's like a diary. Don't do it. Somebody's gonna find it and they're gonna rat you out because not everybody is honest and loyal. I'm just saying. Just saying. So don't do it, okay? Save yourself. Save yourself the hassle. And then I chose the 100% because I believe this 100%, but it's gray and it matches that gray and it ties the whole grayish, vibe-ish thing together. So that's why I went this route, friends. That is my brain's thinking, okay? My brain, it's a special, special place to be. But I also chose all these because they're different sizes, different shapes, just different things. So there is a little cluster-ish. Now I need to glue this. I know I'm off camera, friends, sorry. Sometimes it's just hard for me to work in my space. Love. And I could center this, but I actually like it just ever so slightly off the cluster and maybe not 100% centered on the page. I don't mind it. I don't mind it, and that's what I'm going to do because it's mine and I can do what I want to do. Glue it like its life depends on it. Not necessary, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay, then we have our little charm here, and do I want to have a bead or something on my charm? Do I? There's a little green one on here. He's not very big. I like that little tiny one. I also have a little red one. Let us see. Do I want the red one on there? I mean, I don't hate it, but let's see. I might not like it. I don't know, friends. That gives me a cluster over here on my clip. Maybe I'll do the red one and then the little green one and then this, because then the green one is more seen. Let's see, friends. Let us see. Cute. Okay. Put these things away. Cute. All right. I mean, it's not like it's a rocket science project by any stretch of the imagination, which most of my projects are not rocket science projects because, hello friends, news to you, newsflash all across the world, I'm not a rocket scientist, friend. I'm not. I'm just a simple freaking Montana girl in the middle of absolutely nowhere doing some crap that I like to do. That's what I am. So that's my secret. Newsflash. Anywho, all right, let's look at it, friends. Oh, it's cute. It's kind of cute. It's all right. Okay, love, love, love the ruffle. All right, week 25, prompts, secrets, and cluster. So my quote is, the secret, Alice, the secret, Dion, is to surround yourself with people who make your heart smile. It's then, only then, that you'll find Wonderland. Love, love, love that quote. Love it. Then I've got a cluster of labels and papers down here to bring it all kind of together. And then I've got my little charm cluster over here on my fabric ruffle that says to believe. 100% the quote, friends, about it. Believe it. So there we have it. Oh, there, I caught it. Just a hair somewhere where you could see it. I don't know. My struggle's real some days. There we go. Look at that. All right. There it is, friends. Week 25. Again, happy Father's Day to all the dads that you may be celebrating with. Happy Father's Day to my dad. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. As always, please give me a thumbs up. Tell me what you think of this project, of this challenge. It is always a blast. And next week, we are officially going to be halfway through the challenge, my friends. Next week is our halfway point. So, friends, have a fantastic week. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, friends, take care. Bye-bye.